Rule J deals with whether something is a subject or an object, and how to use that in the sentence. Whether to use who or whom, he or him, she or her, I or me, and it can get confusing sometimes. Probably one of the most confusing ones would be me and I. And usually it goes along with if it's a compound subject or compound object, that's really when the confusion starts to set in. So for example, we have Walter and me found the missing diamond. Now in order to figure out which would be the correct one, whether I or me, we can just cover up Walter and then just have the rest of the sentence. So we have me found the missing diamond. So instead, we would want to say I found the missing diamond. So the sentence would then be Walter and I found the missing diamond. Now, in this next one we have she gave Walter and I the clue we needed to find the people who dog-napped Frenchie. So to tell whether we're going to use I or me, we're going to take out Walter and. So it'd be she gave I the clue we needed, or she gave me the clue we needed. So it's going to be she gave Walter and me the clue we needed to find the people who dog-napped Frenchie. Another confusing pair is whether to use who or whom. In fact, one time I went to a doctor's office and the doctor actually asked me this question about when to use who and when to use whom. So there are a number of people who are confused about this. And so if we look at the sentence, she looked for the people whom could give her directions. There's something called overcorrections. Sometimes when someone doesn't really know which form to use, they tend to use one all the time. But there is a simple way to figure out which one to use. And let's just take out whom could give her directions. Instead, switch whom with him and who with he. So him could give her directions doesn't really work. He could give her directions does. So that means that we need to go with who. So it would be who could give her directions, and we go back to the sentence, so it would be she looked for the people who could give her directions. Another one, with who did you go to the movies? So let's take out with who, switch out who with he, and so with he doesn't really make sense. With him does. So we're going to go with whom. With whom did you go to the movies?